Back at again with another YouTube video. It's your boy Uriah G, and today we're gonna react to ranking every WrestleMania theme and more. WWE tier list. So y'all know WrestleMania is like next weekend. So yeah, let's get right into the ranking every WrestleMania theme and more. WWE tier list. Can't wait to
WrestleMania 40 is approaching very, very fast, and I wanted to rank every single WrestleMania theme or a song that played a major part in that said WrestleMania. And I didn't create this list, so I added...
When it comes to like WrestleMania themes, I only like a couple of them.
I added a couple songs, but I can't add them all because I don't remember all of them. Sue me. The categories are GOAT, aka the best song I've ever heard, the greatest song of all time, or a song that really fits the narrative, fits the resume of that WrestleMania. Then we have Yeah, it's a good song and I enjoy it, especially for a WrestleMania. Then we have Mid, which is the song is just alright. We have No.
Oh my gosh, that scared me.
L song, L pick, just bad. And then we have Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler, the absolute worst song I've ever heard. Horrible song choice for WrestleMania. It makes me want to cut my ears off and not watch the show. Now, please just understand that this is music, and everybody's music is different. Everybody's musical taste is different.
Yeah.
So this is just mine. And be aware, my bias is going to show for some of these WrestleManias because a lot of it is shaped around from when I was growing up or just when I was really invested in a particular WrestleMania. But I've already been talking for too long. All I'm saying is to each their own. Let's get started. All right, so here we go with WrestleMania 1. Officially, first time ever, 1984.
And I don't know all these WrestleMania theme songs, but I might know a couple of them.
The first official song, WrestleMania theme, is by Phil Collins, and funny enough, Phil Bailey? Phil Bailey. Phil squared. I'm trying to put this into perspective here. This is the 80s. It's a different time. First of its kind. Phil Collins is awesome, and I think it's a very good choice for the first WrestleMania song. So it's...
Dang, I ain't never heard it. It's my first time.
Going in, yeah. It's that 80s style. It's like the 80s pump-up style, so I can get with that. That's cool. And now we're on to WrestleMania 2, and instead of using an actual song, Jim Johnston, who's the absolute WWE music GOAT, created his own song for WrestleMania 2. And I'm not going to be too harsh on it because it's 1985. Literally just sounds like it's straight from the 80s. Like, if you close your eyes, you're like, that's definitely from the 80s. It's an alright song. It's nothing crazy. There's no lyrics or anything. It's just like a sound. So it's going to go in mid, but it's not bad.
I definitely don't know these.
It's just a sound. It's weird. And now we're on to WrestleMania 3 with the song Who's Zoomin' Who by Aretha Franklin. And no disrespect to Aretha Franklin at all, but this song is just not for me. It's not a WrestleMania song. It doesn't fit the vibes. And I get it, it's the 80s, and you want to be as mainstream as possible, and I get all that, so you want to pick mainstream artists because you're going to get more eyes on your product, and I get all that, but this is just a...
Sure, they've been having The Weeknd have his theme for... headline his theme song for years at WrestleMania.
I don't like this song. The song is fine by itself.
I think he has his... it's for like this third or fourth year straight, and I believe he has his theme song for this year too. So yeah, it's interesting.
You put it into perspective, if this is supposed to be for WrestleMania, no. And now we're on to WrestleMania 4, and we go back to another instrumental song. I don't know what's up with these, like, we pick an artist, then we don't pick an artist, and then we pick an artist again. I don't know what's up with that, but WrestleMania 4 is another generic soundtrack for it. It actually almost sounds like a ripoff of the Ultimate Warriors theme. And they just used it and put it on WrestleMania 4. It said, fuck it. I can't say it's no because it's not Aretha Franklin, no. So it's going in mid. It's all right. It's fine. It's just, it is what it is. It's whatever. And now we're on to WrestleMania 5, and it's another just generic sounding song. And it actually, the intro almost sounds like an 80s porn. And then on top of it, it's just Vince McMahon with like a voiceover talking about the mega powers. And it's like not an actual song, but it kind of is. So this is what I found. I don't know if
Why
this
sounds
is
so
correct or not,
aggressive?
but this is what I found. It's going in no, because, you know, Vince McMahon, yikes. According to Google, this song is the soundtrack for WrestleMania 6, 7, and 8. They never changed it. It's still got that retro vibe. It's all right. I can't put it in...
I think I heard it, because I had this DVD. I had it on VCR, so yeah.
No. If there was a tier in between mid and no, that's probably where it would go for real. But I'm not going to put it in no. It's not Aretha Franklin, no. And now we're on to WrestleMania 9 through 14. This is the same song for all 5 WrestleManias, and it's actually called WrestleMania. And this might be a hot take. I fucking hate this song. I like the very first like 5 seconds of the song because it's that nostalgic feeling of, oh yeah, that's the WrestleMania song.
They were reusing theme songs for WrestleMania? I didn't even know that.
But when you listen to the song, I fucking can't stand it. I think the song sucks and I don't like it. Other than that 5 seconds of like, oh, WrestleMania, it stinks and I hate it. I've always hated it since I was a little kid. The only reason why I probably like it even at all is because it's literally WrestleMania. That's probably why. So for that reason, the song WrestleMania, fuck that song. Now this is where WWE decided to actually put some effort in and kind of fit their times of what they were trying to do. This is now the Attitude Era. We're still in instrumental songs or made up songs by Jim Johnston, but I got to give credit where credit is due. The song for WrestleMania 15.
Jim Johnston is definitely one of the best, like WWE, like producer-wise, when making entrances. Too bad he's not in the company.
Rage. It takes a while to get going, but at around the 30-second mark, that's when the beat drops, and I could listen to the song while I work out. And if I can listen to this song while I work out, and it's a WrestleMania theme, it's all right in my book. Realistically, what I would do with this is I would put this not in mid, but if there was a tier, if there was a above average tier but not good tier, that's where it would go. I think it's better than these songs right here, so it's gonna go in yeah. If there was tiers, it would be the lowest tier in yeah. And now we're on to WrestleMania 2000, or as normal people call it, WrestleMania 16.
I don't even really know the ones that was just talked about previously.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but I think I heard this somewhere where they originally wanted California Love as the theme song for WrestleMania 16 because it's in California. But I don't think they could get the rights or something like that. I don't remember.
So
they made their own song called California. And funny enough, it's actually Teddy Long's theme song. We didn't know at the time it was going to be Teddy Long's theme song because at the time he was just a referee, but this eventually was Teddy Long's theme song. That by itself, hold on a minute, playa, that's going in yeah. It has to. It's better than these. It's not mid. Now we're on to WrestleMania 17. And I don't know how much I can praise this WrestleMania. I don't care what anybody says.
Through this list.
This is at least top 3 WrestleMania of all time. You can call me an old head. You could call me an Attitude Era lover, whatever. To me, this WrestleMania is perfect. And in my opinion, it's the best logo, which I did a whole tier list on WWE logos. So if you want to check that out, check it out. One of the biggest main events of all time in terms of star power with The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. And in my opinion, one of the greatest WrestleMania main events of all time.
Is this the WrestleMania where Vince, like, had the invasion thing where he like turned, I think he helped Stone Cold beat The Rock?
If the ending was different, I think it would be considered top 2. But the glue to the entire event of WrestleMania 17 is Limp Bizkit's My Way. I think without that song, it wouldn't be as amazing as it seems. It would still be amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure some other song would be more iconic for it, but this song being the soundtrack to WrestleMania 17, being the soundtrack to The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin promo, that promo is one of the best promos ever. And it being the soundtrack to it, it's just the cherry on top of everything, and it's the glue, it's the core of WrestleMania 17. And this is also one of my favorite songs ever because of this event. Great gym song, great song to work out to. Our first GOAT category song right there. Limp Bizkit's My Way. There's not much that's going to top this either. And considering how much I just yapped about that, you can tell how much I love WrestleMania 17. And now we're on to WrestleMania 18, and another banger, honestly. There's one of 2 themes for this WrestleMania with the song called Superstar.
I'm familiar with that name.
By Saliva. And in my opinion, the better song of the 2. This is also going in GOAT category. Great song to work out to. It's got the hype, it's the vibes, yes. Just everything about it is yes. GOAT category. And now we're on to the second theme of WrestleMania 18, which is Drowning Pools, Tearing Away. Another great song. I actually really like this song a lot, but I don't think it's as good as My Way or Superstar. So it's going at WrestleMania 18, and I remember when they both performed both these songs at WrestleMania 18, and I'm like, dude, this is so annoying. I remember hating the songs when I was younger, but growing up, I'm like, dude, these songs are bangers, and they're excellent to work out to. And now we're on to WrestleMania 19, and I legitimately think that this is the best 3 pay-per-view theme song run in the entire list of WrestleManias. They went from Limp Bizkit's My Way to Saliva's Superstar to Drowning Pool Tearing Away to WrestleMania 19 being Crack Addict by Limp Bizkit again. One of my favorite songs. Everything I said about WrestleMania 17, you could apply it to 19. Even with the promo with The Rock and Stone Cold.
I can't wait till they start moving into like my favorite WrestleMania themes.
Steve Austin, this being the soundtrack of the promo itself. I love this song. This song is awesome.
Did I say he or they? He. I believe. I think I said they, so I'm gonna say he. When
One
he
of my
when
favorites.
he gets to later on list, because he's in the early 2000s. He went from the 80s, 90s to the early 2000s. Then he's gonna go to like the modern, and that's like the modern is like what I know. Theme song WrestleManias.
Going in GOAT category again. So literally back to back to back. GOAT songs, GOAT choices for WrestleMania. Maybe people feel different about that, but that's just me. You could add a four-peat to this because Drowning Pool Step Up is an awesome song. It being the soundtrack to the triple threat match between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and person we can't mention, Chris Benoit. This is an awesome song. I honestly enjoyed WrestleMania 20 a lot. Good vibes, good times, great song for the promo. It set everything up for an overall good WrestleMania and an amazing main event. We're going in GOAT. Now we're on to the second theme song for WrestleMania 20, which this song is kind of low-key. I don't think it was really a main song from WrestleMania, but I vividly remember it. And I remember it as a kid. I could never find the name of this song, which it's called Touche by Godsmack, because I always remember they used to play the one commercial in the pay-per-view where they previewed the song. And I'm like, what is it? Like, this melody sounds amazing. I want to hear this song. And I don't think I found the song till like 10 years later because I never thought to just Google it. Because back in the day, it wasn't like that. So I remember how excited I was when I finally found the song. But the song is called Godsmack by Touche.
Yeah, he ain't wrong about that. Back then, it wasn't that easy to find a song.
I can't put it in the GOAT category because I don't think it's that tier. But it's a very, very good song. Good song.
Now you can straight up get that one app and just have your song playing, and then it'll just pop it up and say what song it is.
Work out to, but it's kind of slower, kind of very melodic. It has a nice melody. I don't know how to explain it. Now we're on to WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, and one of the first songs that I found was actually a song from Three Doors Down called Behind Those Eyes. Three Doors Down is one of my favorite bands. I love most of their music, but this song just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it sounds similar to other songs that they have, and the other songs are just straight up better. So for a Three Doors Down song to be featured on WrestleMania, I wish it was a different one. So for that, it's going in mid. It's not bad, but it's not good either. And now the official theme song for WrestleMania 21. It's called Big Time by the Soundtrack of Our Lives.
It's a lot of rock songs. Dang. Shoot. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with rock, but
This song doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is, but it's just like one of those little hip-hop songs. I'm not crazy about this song. I don't think it's bad by any means, but for a WrestleMania song, it's going in mid. And now we're on to WrestleMania 22 with another song called Big Time by Peter Gabriel. I can't explain this for any reason at all. I really like this song. I don't know why. To me, I would say that this song represents WrestleMania more than the original old song called WrestleMania. I don't know why, but if that was the song that they chose back in the day, I'd be like, yeah, this is a GOAT song. But because it's only one time, it's a fun song. I don't know why I like it, but I do. It's going in, yeah. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Right now, we're actually in order. I think that's pretty good. And I don't know what made...
I see a couple... I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, I see a couple. He didn't get to them yet, but I wonder what he's gonna put the ones I like in.
Them go back to this, but for WrestleMania 23, we went back to like that rock band type music. We went back with Saliva with the song called Ladies and Gentlemen. I don't think I have to say much about this song.
This one.
This is legitimately one of the best songs they've ever chosen for WrestleMania. This song is fucking awesome. Great workout song. It's on my workout playlist. Going and GOAT. And I would even... It's the second best song that they've chosen. And I would even say Crack Addict is better than the other Saliva song. But those are my GOATs right now. You got 5 GOATs. And now we're on to WrestleMania 24 with the song Light It Up by Rev Theory, which is also the people that made Randy Orton's Voices song. I'm not too crazy about this song, but based on my rankings that I'm looking at right now, the song is all right. It's definitely better than all the songs in the mid category. And I think it's better, probably at least half of the Yeah songs. So I think by default, I have to put it in Yeah. So it's going to go here. But realistically, it would be in a lower tier category, right above mid and in between, yeah. Okay? Okay. And now we're on to WrestleMania 25, or some people call it the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, even though it's not correct. We got AC/DC, Shoot to Thrill, which was also used in the movie Iron Man 2. I think it's a pretty good song. You can't go wrong with AC/DC. It's going in, yeah. Now we're on to War Machines, also by AC/DC. I'm not as crazy at...
Dang, how many songs AC/DC must have been going... Okay, so I'm guessing some of these artists, they must have they probably were on good terms with the company, so they were able to have their theme played for a couple of WrestleManias.
Of this song as the other one. So for me, it's going in mid. And now we're on to WrestleMania 26, and I actually didn't know this until I filmed this the first time and found out, but I had no idea that Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers was a theme song for WrestleMania 26. Outside of wrestling, Snow and the Red Hot Chili Peppers are one of my favorite groups, and Snow is one of my favorite songs. Funny enough, it's a song that I listen to when I kind of, like, I need to pick me up. I don't know why, it's just a song that makes me happy, and it's hilarious because the song is literally about crack and heroin, which I don't do. So it's not like it's a friendly reminder of that. It's not like, oh, I miss heroin. It's just, I don't know why. I think just the way it sounds, I enjoy it. But I don't enjoy heroin or anything like that. I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs ever made in general. So it's going to go in GOAT. Not necessarily because it's a theme, but because it's just one of my favorite songs. So there's total bias there, which I'm aware of. But it is what it is. I don't do drugs, I promise. And now we have another song for WrestleMania 26 called Be Yourself by Audio Slave. And I never heard this song before until I heard it making this video. I like the intro, the nice little guitar. It's a little bit slower for my liking. As you listen to it, it progressively gets better and better. So I actually don't mind it. It's a pretty good song. So it's going to go in yeah. And now with the third and final theme song of WrestleMania 26 is Kevin Rudolph's I Made It. And listen, when this song came out, I wasn't a big fan. And then it was attached to WrestleMania.
I know this one. This song's not bad, but I wouldn't listen to it like all the like. I wouldn't be like, oh, I remember that WrestleMania. You know that theme song, man? It was so good. Like, now I wouldn't look back in that. But
I still wasn't a big fan. I don't really know why I don't like this song, but I just was never crazy about it. It's not my favorite at all. Don't really like it at all. I don't know why. It just doesn't do it for me. Even as a mainstream song that it was back in the day when it came out in like 8th grade for me, it was like, I don't know. Never got behind it. It's going in no. And now we're on to WrestleMania 27 with the song Written in the Stars. And this song came out, same thing, around 8th grade, going into freshman year of high school. So this song itself is very fond memories of me. This is when I got back into wrestling for the first time. So when I hear...
But I'm getting goosebumps. But I was real young around this WrestleMania. I remember this song. I mean, yeah, I've heard this. WrestleMania, and this is like the worst WrestleMania, one of the worst WrestleManias. People don't really like WrestleMania. I think this is WrestleMania 27. Yeah, and I just did a video on this.
Hear this song, I think of WrestleMania 27, and I think about that summer going into my high school freshman year. So the song itself has good vibes, though. Even if it wasn't part of WrestleMania. I enjoy the song a lot, but because it also adds
song's good, but it's like one of my like least favorite.
The WrestleMania aspect of it, I love it even more. Not my GOAT category at all, not even close, but it's a good song. I enjoy it. Gives good vibes, and you could be like, well, why do you like that song, but you don't like the song I Made It? It's like, it almost sounds the same. Don't know. Music is weird. And now we're on to WrestleMania 28.
This is my favorite one. WrestleMania 28, Invincible, MGK featuring Esther Dean. This is my favorite one. Because I have it in my Apple playlist, and I literally listen to this song all the time. I love it. I really love this song.
Once in a lifetime, or so we thought. The first song up is MGK's Invincible. Where do I even begin? I have the chills. I don't know if you can see that, but just thinking of this, I have chills all over my body right now.
He better put this in GOAT category.
This song is one of the best songs they've ever chosen for WrestleMania. This song specifically was like John Cena's low-key theme song going into WrestleMania. And I fucking hated John Cena at the time. I was a huge Rock fan, still am. I was The Rock glazer at the time, and I hated John Cena. But this song that they chose for him, I thought it was a perfect
guys. I could hear it in the background, so I had to rap to it.
Song to describe his journey to WrestleMania 28 versus The Rock. It's just such a good song. Such good vibes, and I think that it's just one of the best songs they ever chose just to represent not only WrestleMania, but also just represent a superstar. This song is awesome. Every time I hear it, I don't think about anything else. I think about The Rock versus John Cena and the journey leading up to WrestleMania 28. This is also when I first got into working out, so this is one of my favorite songs just because it was one of my first songs on my workout playlist. The Rock and John Cena motivated me to do good things and better myself. So this song, all around good vibes. It's up there, one of, if not the best song they've ever chose for WrestleMania. I don't know if I'd put it in front of My Way, but it's like, depending on my day and how I'm feeling, like it goes back and forth. And now another song for
Sorry,
WrestleMania.
man. I was bobbing my head because I could hear the audio. He was playing in the background. But, yo, his take on that, on WrestleMania 28 Invincible, the MGK featuring Esther Dean, and, like, the backstory behind it, once in a lifetime, Rock, Cena, Rock, whatever you want to call it. He loved the theme song. He put it in the GOAT category, and I can totally agree on it. It's like my favorite WrestleMania theme.
28, which I think there's 4 for this one, but another song for WrestleMania 28 was Flo Rida's Good Feeling. And kind of the same thing. While Invincible was representing John Cena, the song Good Feeling pretty much was representing The Rock, and Flo Rida was representing The Rock because Florida, which I also didn't know until like way later. Flo Rida is just Florida separated. Never realized that till I was a little bit older. I was like, oh shit. The Florida man was representing the Florida guy. But same thing, when I hear this song, I get chills. I think of The Rock, and I specifically think of the promo of
It ain't better than Invincible though.
Rock and John Cena versus The Miz and R-Truth, because that was one of the songs they used. So when I hear this song, I get chills, but I don't think it encapsulates the story quite like the song Invincible does. I think it fits better, but this is a great
song. I'm telling you, this man, he has the same, like, opinions as me. Like, he knows what I'm talking about. Like,
song. When I hear it, same thing. I think of The Rock versus John Cena. I think of The Rock and John Cena at Survivor Series. So when the song has that big of an impact, I think it has to go in GOAT category. But I would put it in the lower level of that. If there was an in-between tier of GOAT and that's probably where it would go. Now this is the first. We're still on WrestleMania 28, but this is the song Metallica's The Memory Remains. The Undertaker versus Triple H was so intense and so interesting that they made the Hell in a Cell its own character pretty much. This song was literally for the actual cell itself. It had its own intro. It had its own theme song. So The Undertaker comes out, Triple H comes out, Shawn Michaels comes out, and then they start playing this song and the cage lowers down, and it was awesome. I think this is one of the only times, at least in WrestleMania history, where an object had an actual theme song. And let it be Metallica of all things. That's freaking sick. This is up there. It's a great song. And Metallica is awesome. You can't go wrong with Metallica. Jesus, we're still on WrestleMania 28. So another song that they used for The Rock was a song called Wild Ones. And they actually used this in The Rock and John Cena promo. The Rock was special. He had 2 songs. So he had Good Feeling and Wild Ones by Flo Rida. And I don't think that Wild Ones does it for me like Good Feeling does. Still a good song. When I hear it, still think of The Rock versus John Cena. I think of the promos leading up to the match where they were kind of doing behind the scenes stuff. So still a good vibe, still good memories. It's going in Finally, Jesus, we're done with WrestleMania 28. Now we're on to WrestleMania 29. And I don't think this is the actual theme of WrestleMania 29, but I had to include this. It's the song Letters from the Sky by Civil Twilight. And I think this song is awesome. If I'd never even heard it and associated it with WrestleMania, I would still think this song is awesome. But when I hear this song, same thing, I get chills. And it makes me think of The Rock versus John Cena 2, Twice in a Lifetime, even though I wish they never did that. Something that always bothered me about WrestleMania 28, I love the match promos leading up to a huge match that tells the story of how we got there. And I think they fell really flat with WrestleMania 28 with The Rock versus John Cena Once in a Lifetime. They just used kind of the backstage stuff that they had and put that in and made that the promo itself. When I think The Rock versus John Cena should have had a Stone Cold versus Rock epic type of promo, and they just didn't get it. So although Twice in a Lifetime is dumb, the promo leading up to this match versus the first one was light years better. And I think that's one of the best promos they've ever done, at least for The Rock and John Cena together. So this song being the soundtrack to the promo leading up to WrestleMania 29, it felt like a more wrestling promo. I actually hated the WrestleMania 28 promo. So this song is freaking awesome. Great song to work out to. Going in GOAT category, it's one of the best songs they've ever chosen. And now we're still on to WrestleMania 29. We have the song Bones by Young Guns, and I honestly can tell you that I don't remember this song at all. I don't know why I don't remember it.
I was like straight daydreaming for a second.
I had to look it up and listen to it just to see how I felt about it. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, I don't know why I don't remember this song. But it's a very good song. I immediately downloaded it. It's on my workout playlist.
Hold on. We're going to skip some of these. Hold on.
I think it's I'm getting. Don't like it. But I love the chorus. But it's going in no. I don't really like it. I think it's a dumb song. The chorus is excellent. The vocals are beautiful and angelic. There's more to a song than just the chorus, because I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to music. And now we're on to the second WrestleMania 31 theme song, which is Kid Ink's Money and Power. It's a little bit too on the nose for this one. This song isn't bad. It's kind of a vibe if I was like on a beach and somebody had a speaker and started playing the song and I had to listen to it against my will because I can't change it myself. It's fine. But would I put the song on? Probably not. I love rap music. I'm not crazy about this song.
We're gonna get into one more because I don't really like listen to all of the WrestleMania theme songs, but like I said, you'll see why.
At all. I'm gonna put it in mid. I can vibe to it, and I don't think it's fair to put it in no.
Actually, no. So that was ranking every WrestleMania theme and more. WWE tier list. I didn't want to do the rest because I don't really like. It just doesn't feel the same. The theme songs aren't as good as they used to be. So yeah, that was ranking every WrestleMania theme and more. WWE tier list. Tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. Got more videos coming. Subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you guys want to see next. And yeah, Uriah out.